If you think you can fully enjoy the benefits of 21st century science and technology and live a comfortable life, you are greatly mistaken. Unfortunately, there are certain individuals on our planet who, taking advantage of their positions of power, are spreading chaos and destruction. As a result, ordinary people are suffering, millions of innocent children are dying, poverty is spreading, and many are perishing from hunger. Stay with us for more updates in our news coverage. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has requested that the United States provide Ukraine with Tomahawk cruise missiles. However, President Donald Trump has so far rejected this request, saying that supplying such missiles to Ukraine would be a very big step and could lead to serious escalation. According to Trump, if Russia continues the war without restraint, the possibility of supplying these missiles to Ukraine could be considered in the future, but no final decision has been made yet. Russia has taken this issue very seriously. Kremlin officials warned that the delivery of Tomahawk missiles to Ukraine could further expand the war and worsen relations between the United States and Russia. Tomahawk missiles are long-range precision weapons capable of striking targets hundreds of miles away. This means that if Ukraine receives such weapons, it would gain the ability to hit targets deep inside Russian territory. Such a move could mark a new stage in the conflict, potentially shifting Ukraine into a more offensive position, while prompting a stronger response from Russia. Trump has described this situation as a potential escalation. In the broader context of international politics, this decision carries significant implications for U.S. policy toward Ukraine, NATO cooperation, relations with Russia, and the future of peace negotiations. Trump also stated
U o'z
that
ishini
before
juda
choosing
yaxshi
such a
bajarmoqda.
move,
U
he
o'z
would first
mamlakatini
discuss it
puxta
with Russia.
boshqarmoqda. Shu sababli
Ukraine
biz
war in
Viktor
Ukraine
Orban
with
bilan
international
uchrashamiz.
relations, rising tensions between Russia, NATO, and the United States. The fighting in Ukraine shows no sign of stopping.
U juda yaxshi mezbon bo'ladi deb o'ylayman. Uchrashuv chog'ida AQSh prezidenti Putin urushni to'xtatishni xohlayotganini aytib, yana
mainly in the eastern parts of the country, in the Luhansk and Donetsk regions, seizing control of several territories. Meanwhile, airstrikes on Kyiv and other cities continue. U.S. President Donald Trump said this week that great progress was made during a phone call with Russian President Vladimir Putin. The two leaders have agreed to hold face-to-face talks in Hungary.
Aytish qiyin emaski, bu Putin bilan o'tkazilgan suhbatning ta'siri. Bu urushni tomogafsiz tugatgan ma'qul. Menimcha biz
The situation on the front lines in Ukraine has drawn even greater attention. Russia's military operations in the Donbass, around Luhansk and Donetsk, remain intense. The battles there continue to result in heavy losses for both Russia and Ukraine. At the same time, Russia is also seeking full control of the western regions of Zaporizhia and Kherson. In the early months of the invasion, Moscow held so-called referendums in these areas, attempting to annex them, similar to its annexation of Crimea in 2014, but it has never been able to establish full control. One of President Putin's main demands is reportedly for Kyiv to surrender the parts of the Donbass region still under Ukrainian control. However, President Zelensky has firmly rejected this, repeatedly stating that Ukraine will never give up its territorial integrity in exchange for peace. Low tensions between NATO and Russia. NATO continues to provide military and financial support to Ukraine. Led by the United States and the United Kingdom, the alliance has supplied advanced weapons systems, air defense units, and anti-drone technologies to the Ukrainian military. These actions have been met with anger in Moscow. Russia has accused NATO of prolonging the war, and has increased political and economic pressure on certain European countries. Russian military officials have repeatedly stated that NATO's arming of Ukraine poses a direct threat to Russia's security. Meanwhile, NATO's newest members, Finland and Sweden, have strengthened their security measures along their borders with Russia, further raising military tensions in Northern Europe. Balanced scale conclusion. The war in Ukraine is testing not only the two countries involved but also the global security system as a whole. As tensions between Russia and NATO continue to rise, hopes for peace negotiations are fading even further. May your day and night be meaningful. Take care of yourself.